The Bible tells us that in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and He created everything we know and see. At the apex of that creation was us, human beings, you and I. He created a perfect world for us to exist in, to experience life, love, and a pursuit of the joy that God had given us. And together we cultivate something beautiful, that joy would be in our lives, that we would partner with God in building this continually perfect place for generation after generation, that our children would deeply know the perfection that God had made. That perfection didn't last. Sin entered into the world in our disobedience. Sin that mars this world, mars the perfection that God gave us. It shows us that where there was supposed to be hope, there's despair. Where there was supposed to be life, there's now death. Where there was supposed to be joy, there's now sadness. But even though there's sin, even though there's brokenness, there's also hope. There's hope because of the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus. Because we've seen renewal, restoration, and redemption in His life, we can have renewal, redemption, and restoration in ours. And we can see that happen across the youth of Guatemala. Because of the hope that comes through Christ Himself, we are empowered to bring that same message of hope to the youth of Guatemala. In the Bible, 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 7, one of my favorite passages in all of Scripture, it tells us that God has given great, beautiful, and precious promises to His people. Promises that in the midst of the brokenness of this world, that He will show up. In the midst of our partnership with Him, that He will show up. That amidst the corruption of a broken and dying world, He will show up and His promises will always be fulfilled. So we know when we go, when we partner, when we work alongside a God who never fails. We can't do this work alone. We need you. We invite you to join us in the work that God has called us here at Champions in Action to in Guatemala, to bless youth, to serve youth, to be about the redemptive work that God has already begun. We cannot do this alone. So please, join our campaign, bless the youth of Guatemala, and let us see the kingdom expand and grow together. Thanks.